All right. I got the board. Yay, board. Okay. Let's go. Doink. All right. Facing a 6Q. He's about to hit that 5Q barrier. Ooh, since we have a moderator or an admin in chat, any cool updates on like what's going on with like OGS future development? Any cool like news that we can brag about for OGS or things to look forward to with OGS? What's some things that we can look forward to as OGS users? Someone hasn't been watching my stream this week. This is like the 5th time I'm gonna talk about the top left corner. It's every teaching game, guys. I swear, that top left corner. It's such a common thing. It's not bad. It's just very old. So they're focusing on like reaching Asia. I mean, that's cool and all, but my opinion, this is my opinion, OGS should develop its features first for the English community rather than trying to get Asian servers. I mean, I think it's great to get access to Asian audience, but the Asians are not going to play on OGS. I can guarantee that. Difficult for devs to not changes until they're ready for deployment because the community takes it as a promise. You do have a lot of Asians? Okay. I mean, I could just be wrong. I just thought the Asians all played on like Taijum and Foxy. And unfortunately, it's unfortunate. Like, don't get me wrong, it's unfortunate, but I don't think any Western server will be able to compete with Taijum. I think it'll just be too difficult. But I mean, I really want to support like English servers and stuff. I just want more want features. I have my own opinions about it. That's all it is just my opinions. But I'm really happy that OGS is growing. I'm really happy that OGS is doing good. I mean, it's still my like main video on my YouTube channel is advertising OGS is a great server for beginners. What sort of features on the top of my list? A banner request feature. I just made that on the forum. I just made that on the OGS forum. Oh, I have to. Like where I can just send a banner request to all the active admins because it's really helpful when I get a banner. Some things I would like to do is things that other servers don't. So OGS, like every other server, has a rated system, and OGS has the banner thing, which I think is really really fantastic. But I think where OGS lacks is something that makes it stand out other than its unique name. Because its name is honestly its biggest selling point. Online Go server. Right? That name is the biggest selling point. But one thing that I think that many servers lack to gain uniqueness is things that people can do besides just playing rated games. Because people need to have fun. Westerners, I think, need to have fun. And so you need. I think OGS needs features like Ringo, Simul's. Those are what KGS had, and that's what a lot of people play that on KGS. Besides just the rated games, a lot of people did that on KGS, where they would play Simul's and Ringos and stuff like that. People love that. I don't know. It's one of the biggest features to requested on OGS, or it was a few years ago. Was Ringo. I also really like that you can play One Color Go by customizing the stone colors. I think that was a great feature. But I would love to see it forced for you and your opponent. Hidden Move Go would also be great. Like, just Go variants, right? Just Go variants. Like One Color Go, Blind Go. But for not just for you, but for your opponent as well. And then, like, I would love to play Blind Go against other people, like 9x9 and 13x13. I would love to do a Blind Go stream. Like, as a streamer, mostly I teach. This is true, and OGS is, like, the best tool for teaching. I know KGS, I've talked to them, tried to help them out as well. But OGS is just the easiest for me to teach on. So, for OGS, as a teacher, OGS is the easiest to use. But as a streamer, I also want to do other things. Rated games, unfortunately, OGS, I just can't play rated games. I mean, I have to play on Foxy or Taijump for rated games. But for other Go variants, when I get tired of playing rated games, if I want to do something else like playing Simul's or playing like Blind Go or One Color Go or something like that, OGS could be the only feature that I could use to do that, and I think that'd be great. And then I know Capture Go. There was an app released for that. I really forgot G4. I really think that OGS needs a Capture Go program. I mean, I can give you guys mine if you guys wanted to implement it. I don't think it's that great, but it's something. It's just something because I created because no one else had it. But now there's an app that has it, and I think the app's much better than mine because I'm not a great developer. I'm just a beginner coder. But I still think OGS needs a Capture Go for beginners because OGS is the beginner's website. It's a server for beginners. So it needs things to help beginners. It needs things to teach beginners. It needs ways for beginners to find teachers. You play Capture Go on OGS? You can do that? If you can do that, holy crap, that'd be great. And I could advertise that, but I've never seen a way to play. Okay, it needs to be obvious. if you can play Capture Go on OGS, it needs to be obvious. Oh, you just restarted to get captured. Yeah. I think probably the biggest weakness on OGS, because OGS has a really great strength in that all the new English-speaking players come to OGS. The biggest weakness is the communication, the social environment. There is hardly any social environment besides the main chat. I mean, how often do people, like, the percentage of people that chat on the main chat compared to, like, the amount of people that are on the server? Like, there's 2,102 people online and 39 people are in chat, and half those people are AFK. I tried KGS. I think the interface is really good, and I like the sounds of stones make it when you play. Yeah, I love OGS. I really love OGS. I just would like to see more development. And I mean, I would do stuff to help the development if I thought I would do something. And I understand there is development. I just, as a user, I don't see that much development. I guess I don't get exposed to OGS is doing this or OGS is doing that or OGS just implemented this. I mean, the only features that I've seen added that I can think of is like in the bottom right, you can do the custom messages or whatever. Not that that was really cool and it was great, but I would like to see more things I can have fun with, you know? But this is me as a user talking, right? And I love the idea of the development of OGS, and I really like the open API, but programmers are lazy or they want to get paid. That's what I've discovered from open API. There's very few people that actually do it, because KGS has done the same thing. OGS has done it, and I've tried to get developers and stuff, but it's hard to find a developer that wants to develop a server for a hobby. All right, open board. So where do I want to go? Let's see. Open largest area is gonna be. It's hard to say. This is a hard decision right here. Let's attack. I like attacking. The community on Reddit is the communities on Reddit and Life in 1919. Okay, Reddit. I know there is a big community on Reddit. I can't actually access it. I have had so many issues making an account and getting approval on Reddit, and I've forgotten all of the account's passwords that have gotten approved because it took me so many accounts to figure it out. It's neat that you can use any character or emoji in your username. Can I use Clossi Link in my username? I want to use Clossi Link in my username. Can I use a custom emoji in my username? I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to use Clossi Link in my username. My corner fine. Let's be safe. I'm gonna be safe. I'm a little scared. Aww. I want to make custom emojis on OGS and put them in my name. We should like embed the Discord into OGS somehow. Like we have a big Discord community, right? We should embed the Discord into OGS. Hack the OGS and input the Discord into it. Now 150 people have to talk on OGS using Discord. Hello, Brendan. We're talking about things we would like to add on OGS. What are your thoughts? Things we would like to get improved on OGS. Hello, Battle Porridge. How are you? Is there a way that we could embed our Discord into like an OGS chat room or something? I don't think so, right? Like, how can we use our Discord community to help people in OGS? What is a thing that we could do, guys? Very territorial game. Not insane to fight with the Teuton. No, you're doing fine. I think you're doing great. I've only seen a couple mistakes. I think you're doing great. Honestly, I need to do something to trick you. Like, I need to find your weakness. I've been like talking and not trying to get a moe or anything. I need to do something to trick you. Either that or I should just wait until I just win on points for me. I don't know. I'm not sure what would be better for a teaching game. Look right there. You type !join in the chat and you join the queue. Thank you for the follow, Grogs. I think after I reach 50, I'm probably going to continue the teaching games, but only on like Thursdays or something. I'll have like a specific day for teaching games. After we get to like 50. We still have like 2 or 3 more weeks to go. I have discovered his weakness. He is a chicken. I'm kidding. No, you're just avoiding the fight too much. You're not attacking me. You're not defending either. So, he doesn't like fighting. He just wants points. It's good to want points, but you gotta fight in Sente and then go get the points. See? No fighting! So 10, 20, 30, maybe 40. 10, 20, 30. So Black's behind about 10 points. It can be intimidating. This is true. But you can't beat someone without a fight. Like, it's not possible to win without fight. Tilt mode activated. Hi, cat. What are you doing? You're not getting my food. I'll fight you for it. That was good. Hold on, my cat just knocked over something in the kitchen. I need to go make. Oh, never mind. That was my sister that knocked something over in the kitchen. Okay. Nothing's broke. She's just dropping stuff. Thank you for the follow, Scallywag. Not just any Scallywag. He's an old Scallywag. So he's like, Scallywag. And he's got that whole Gandalf beard going on and old Scallywag. Maybe he's like the Gandalf of pirates. Or yeah, Gandalf. I said that right. Gandalf pirates. I confused myself. I'm a new player. Just found your stream. Awesome. Welcome to the insane world of Go. Hopefully you enjoyed your life because you're not going to get much anymore now that you're addicted to this game. All right. Feel free to ask questions if you need advice or links to things to study. Let me know and I can answer any questions you might have. I am Clossi, a Go teacher. Nice to meet you.
Sean,
What?
it's charged. Reset the whole computer.
You reformat the whole thing?
I think so.
Oh, I can't do that right now. I have to do it off stream. Because I'm going to have to Google the whole thing. Doink. You know, eventually he's going to play on the group that's weak. Eventually. Thank you for the follow, Korea Insei. He's the country. He's not a citizen. He's the country. He's not a Korean. He's a Korea. The country. The country that is the Insei. But thank you for the follow. Hopefully you are enjoying the stream. I'm just slowly letting this black group dwindle down and die. Oh, I should give old Scallywag the how to play Go. So how to play Go, here's the rules, beginner's lecture, here's the strategies on 19x19. These are my beginner playlist. So feel free to watch those in your free time if you want. I'm not going to make you. But if you want to, it is there for your benefit. All right. Look at him defending his group like a champion. I want to do this to steal a base. Ooh, thank you for the follow, Battle Porridge. And the stream boss has died. Stream boss has died. So, what am I doing after this? What am I doing after this? What is my punishment game? Please be a teaching game or just push-ups. Ranked game, dadgummit. Fine. Alright. 2 cats. Are you in here? You want to play next? Alright, we have to play ranked game, and then we'll get back to the teaching games after that. Evergy, you are already in the queue. I never took you out, so you are the next person up, if you want to be. But I have to play a rated game first. I have to play the punishment game, and then we can do a teaching game. Cool, cool. Clossi faces 2 cats after this game. Getting all the follows today, guys. Live. Life is important. Because without life, all we have is death. True story. Or can you not have death without life? That's a philosophical question that I don't feel like thinking about. She has Kool-Aid. I want Kool-Aid. I'm gonna get Kool-Aid. I'll be right back. I'm probably gonna lose on time. Focus on your time. Oh, intro. Please have them fix the timer. For the love of peace. There's so much wrong with the timer. Oh my gosh. So many Dom players lose because of the OGS timer. It's like the bane of our existence. The OGS timer, for one, should not count in main time. It should be very easy to fix. The timer should not count in main time. And 2, for anyone who is not used to OGS, the last Bioyomi period should be SD or something, sudden death, or some significant way to show that it's last Bioyomi timer. And sometimes it's timer lags and doesn't speak, and we're heavily reliant on that timer speaking to us. So if that timer glitches and doesn't speak, we pretty much lose on time. Whenever that timer just glitches and it doesn't speak, we lose on time. So it has cost us a lot of games. So please, those are the 3 issues with the timer that I have. I'm gonna do this and then get some Kool-Aid. Sounds like a big problem. I don't keep up with the forums that much, but I haven't heard this before. I'll bring it up with the other Illuminati. The Illuminati. Confirmed. Illuminati owns OGS. Illuminati confirmed, guys. They own OGS. Get rid of that ding 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 noise. It's the most tilting thing known to man. I love the ding ding ding, man. The ding 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 gets me pumped. I'm just like, let's go. Let's bring it. It does make it hard for me to not kill my students, though, when we play a teaching game. I hear the ding ding ding, and I'm just like, all right, time to kill something, you know? Evergy, you're already in the queue. See? You bring the queue. Evergy's right here. I'm drawn isn't here, so Evergy's next. You're in the queue, Evergy. It's okay. That's because I never took you out. I never took you out. I was saving it. Cut! Gonna cut you off. What are you gonna do about it? He's gonna cut me. Ruh-roh. Hope I have a plan for this. The secret is I do have a plan for this. He doesn't know it, but I secretly have a plan for this. Just gonna poker shape. See, guys? Don't do what I do, just do what I say. Nobi peeps are bad, and peeps are usually bad. But here I'm Nobi peeping, but it's good. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. I'm an amateur. Yeah, sure. Hopefully you found it helpful. To let me know if I'm a little bit strongly spoken. Whenever I like say strong stuff, I'm usually joking in order to make the video more fun. So hopefully you just don't watch the game review and just start crying. I would feel really bad if you did. Mostly I'm just joking to make the video more fun. Yeah. I think this video was life and death, right? I still gotta get to your third one. I haven't done your third one yet. Hi, Toast. You want pets? Okay. Pretty kitty. Kitty. Boop. Learned a lot about the Moyo, too. Cool. Glad I could help. Glad I could help. Dude. So, can he live? Can he live? I don't know. I don't think so. That's a question. Am I weak anywhere? That's a question too. I think I have Miai, right? Yeah, I think I have Miai. In here. Okay, there's a good stopping point. Resign! I give up! You beat me! You're too strong. Okay. Thank you for the game. Let's review this game. Review time. Ooh, Evilist Odin! Long time no see. I don't know if you're in stream or not. What's up?
I might be working 11 to close Friday.
11 a.m.
to 11 p.m.
Oh my gosh. You're insane. 12-hour shift at Chick-fil-A. 12-hour shift at fast food. I mean, oh my gosh, no.
I would work half a daytime and half all of nighttime. I might kill myself.
Alright. I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. This is the normal move. I will say that this move I don't like. Simply because if you're going to play that extension, you should be playing this exchange and going for territory. Because once you establish a base right here, you're saying that you're never going to sacrifice F-17, which means you're never going to 3-3. So if you're never going to 3-3, then you just need to just go ahead and make that exchange. It's going to be good for you. But if you've seen my... Oh, thank you for the follow, Banjoist Dunner. Thank you for the follow, Banjo. There are ghost streams. I am a ghost streamer. Ta-da! I exist. Anyway, Yeah, so this one is also working with the star point very nicely because the star points are more for Moyos than for territory. And this is a very territorial Joseki. So I usually don't recommend it. I usually recommend this move. But this one, I think, is a little good for white. If white can get to this, it's a little good for white. Because he didn't make that exchange. Here, I want big move. If you're going for territory, this would be the way to do it. And then here. I mean, that would be the way to finish the top right. If you want Moyo, you would go here. Here, 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 here. Here. And then I go here. And then you go here. That's a Moyo. But this on this board, this is a little good for white, I think. I have too many things. So yeah, I think just this is fine. Revert back to this. And go for territory. But yeah, no, you're ignoring Joseki. I'm 1Q on Taijum. What server is this? This is online Go server. Dude, this is OGS, the online Go server. 1Q on Taijum. Cool. Yeah, so it's the OGS Go server. Let's see. So I pincered you mostly just to stop your combination. Since I have a shoulder hit, I'm thinking maybe I should Nobi up. Or I said Nobi. Jump up. And make my own combination. Because one thing I didn't like this game is I played very territorial and I was playing star points. And if you watch my lecture on star points that I just released, the star point video, I talk about how star points want large frameworks and large modes and stuff. And here, white did not do that. Neither did black, granted. So I think both of us didn't really utilize the star points very well. Cool. Yeah, so I feel like neither one of us utilized the star points like they're supposed to be used. We both went very territorial. This exchange actually isn't that good. So this exchange is kind of Joseki. So that way you have the Aji of this later. But you don't need it. It's not like it's a necessary move. It's only for Aji. And the Aji here is actually better not to do this exchange. Because on this board specifically, there is no Moyo. So you're never going to want to threaten this move. This move is not important because there's no Moyo. So you'd rather have the Aji for this move. And then maybe connect back for the points. So you'd rather have the Aji for the points. So this exchange is actually bad if you're not going for like a Moyo style. Here's Joseki. Yeah, defend my corner. And then you went here. I think it might be, since it's such a territorial game, I would probably say go here. I mean, there's nothing to build. There's nothing to develop. So I would go for some points. If you wanted to develop something, it would be the top side because the top side is invadable. Like here or here. Top side is very invadable. So you could always jump there. You could always shoulder hit here and maybe jump like this or jump like this. And then come back. And that's all. That would be a Moyo idea, right? If you're just going for territory, though, you can just go here. This one, there's no Moyo on the left. I mean, kind of, but not really. But you did go for the Moyo, so I went in and destroyed it. And so I made it Dame. So that's why I think if you would have just gotten the points, you would have gotten 10 points. Here, I don't think you really got anything. But isn't C12 bad? It's an open side. But if I go for the corner, I mean, white's not going to go here because then it makes us too powerful. So white's going to go here and then here. And then white gets Sente, so white can do something. And white can evade. So, I mean, it's just another option, right? You might be right that it might be good for black to get. But basic-wise, the difference between these two is too high level for this level. Like, the level we're reviewing is for 6Q, right? So if we want to talk about the difference between reducing here and like building here, I mean, they both are very profitable. They both make points. So you don't need to worry about the difference of this. Basics wise, both are good until you get to like 5 down. So this one is also a good move. Yes. But I don't think it matters too much at this level. I think the bigger key is what is black doing? Are you going for a moyo or are you going for a territory? And then you need a consistent plan. And that's one thing I think this move was not consistent. I also noticed that black's Joseki choices here, not there. I'm saying here because you Tanuki'd it and you didn't finish it. Did you? Yeah. Yeah, you didn't finish it. I think the way you use your Josekis are a little bit weird. And what I mean by that is it doesn't really make much sense on why you're using them the way you're using them. Josekis are Josekis because they have a purpose and a meaning. So usually it's okay. The good example of what I'm meaning is you were trying to get Sente, and that's why you wanted to go here, right? But this Joseki is already Sente. So what's the difference? If you're gonna Tanuki, that's fine. I think I lectured about this a while ago as well. There's a difference between Tanukiing and a difference between getting Sente. Tanukiing just means play away, but getting Sente means wrapping up the sequence with where you have the initiative. So if you can make a Sente exchange locally that settles your position, so you don't have to worry about it, and then go get the next move, I see no reason not to do it. But if this move was Gote or something, and then White got Sente, well then I could understand like just leaving the Aji because Sente is big and valuable. But your move is Sente, so I see no reason not to make that exchange. And that's why I'm certain to, I think you maybe that there's a lack of understanding on how to utilize Josekis. Like here, you played this, and that's because it's a Joseki shape, but you don't know why it's played. Now, hopefully I explain that so that way it makes sense in the future, but you need to really understand why moves are played in Josekis rather than just playing Josekis blindly. I mean, everyone wants to Tanuki every turn, right? That's the mindset you should have. I always want to Tanuki every single turn. But I don't if I can't. Because here's another good example. I want to Tanuki and like go in here. Well, I can't do anything in here because while I'm running away with my weak group or whatever, my corner's going to get surrounded and then I'm going to lose my base. So I can't do anything while I have a weak group because it'll affect the rest of the board. So I settle it in one move, get a base, get some points, and then I can deal with the rest of the board later. So that way I don't have to worry about this group anymore. So everyone wants Sente, but you really need to understand when you need to respawn or when you have to respawn and why. Why do you have to respond to these things? Why do you have to respond to your moves? I think that's something you should really learn about your Joseki moves. Why am I responding? Or why is this move being played right now? Why am I making this exchange? If you can understand the why of each of the Joseki moves, your Josekis will be much more powerful. Yeah, so here, I think this jump is a development move. When you jump up to the center, that is a development idea. It's hard to develop this area because there's not really a moyo. Because I can just destroy it. And then you go here. And I thought this one was okay because it surrounded my corner and I felt that it was Sente. If I try to just defend or something, I didn't like the Aji in this corner. I really hated it. So I decided to fix the corner, which is fine. But then black didn't respond to my touching move. My touching move is taking your base. I feel like that's worth responding to. And then if it plays something like this, okay, you kept your base. That's fine. So yeah, white gets Sente, maybe white reduces. But then if white reduces, you can attack. If white defends, then you can develop, right? So it's okay for black to defend. It's not like you're losing a lot of points by keeping your base. But what you do lose if you don't respond is the ability to deal with... where did you play? Yeah, the ability to deal with this invasion later. Because now this invasion is actually attacking your entire group because your entire group doesn't have a base. Groups having a base is very, very important. This is something that you're going to see as you get stronger. You're going to learn how to attack groups rather than just like obvious weak groups. You're going to learn to attack not so obvious weak groups. And those groups are going to be any type of groups that don't have a base. And bases are going to be very important for attack and defense as you get stronger. So really learn about when a group does or does not have a base, and really start focusing on making bases in your own groups, because it'll be helpful when you get stronger later. When your opponents start learning how to take advantage of that, it's going to be very useful to already have that base, so you don't have to worry about it. Here, if you notice, the only group that does not have a base for white is that left side, and that's because of my only weak group, and I'm running away with it currently. So here, I actually do spend a move to defend, so even I do it. So it's okay to spend a move to defend your weak group. It's okay to keep your base, because then it won't affect you the rest of the game. So you did attack me here, and that was fine. That was good. And I run away. Textbook run away. This one was a little bit slow. That stone's unimportant. I think it's better to try to surround the weak group. And if I clamp or something and then run away, it's perfectly fine. There's like no issues for black. You're building your Moyo. You attack successfully in Sente, and then come back and finish your Moyo. And this looks very, very nice for black. And I think this would be a very nice strategy. You do have kind of a gaping hole right here, but if you maybe Sabaki it, maybe you get a very large influence. And this could be a plan. This could be a plan. If you saw this in your mind, then you can justify Tanuking F18. If you read this, that's the only time you can ignore basic. In my opinion, the only time you should not play basic is if you read a sequence out and you say that this sequence is better than just the basic idea. So only with reading can you ignore basics. And basics tells us make a base. So unless you read something really great, I would still make your base. It's going to be easier on you. Peeps are bad. Don't play peeps. Peeps are bad unless unless there's a special meaning behind them or whatever. So peeping 1-point jumps like this is usually not good, because you never know when there's going to be a wedge, right? These wedges are very useful. And you don't want to just lose the Aji for the wedge. If you were defending a cut, it would be one thing. If you were squeezing my liberties, it'd be another thing. But right now, all you did was force me to connect. And actually, you forced me into better ice shape as well. Because when you respawn to get Bamboo Joint's super strong and really good for me. And you also forced me to make a table shape, which is practically one eye. So it was very, very big Aji Keshi. So peeps are bad until they're that one exception when they're good. So you need to read and tell yourself, why are you playing this peep? Why are you getting rid of this Aji? You don't want to do that without a very good reason. This move was kind of a leaning attack, but I had a very nice response to keep my points. So I didn't really like its placement, because later there's definitely some Aji in here, right here. So I don't like losing that Aji for not a good reason. Rather, I would prefer to see black playing something like this. This is what I would be more scared of as white, is if black played something like this. Yeah, this one I was happy to get this move, so I kind of was like a thank you move. Then you responded. This one confuses me, because it feels like you're defending thickness or something, or defending a large Moyo. Why are you responding locally here when you're the attacker? The attacker's supposed to have the initiative. The attacker's supposed to be the one forcing your opponent. So why are you responding locally like this when you can be doing something like this and gaining profit? Sure, I can cut off that stone, but it's just one stone. Who cares? Like, it's like 4 points. No one really cares about that one stone. The whole point was to gain support for attacking this group, but you got to keep up the attack. But all of a sudden, your move that was supposed to be a leaning attack is just a weak stone that you're defending, and you lose Sente. You don't want to lose Sente when you're attacking. It's very bad. This was all about the fear of the Ko, and also sort of attacking mildly vaguely. I have no idea what Ko you're talking about. But attacking mildly vaguely, it's better to not attack than to attack mildly. Don't attack mildly. Attack strong. Attack severe. Force your opponent to respond. Because what is the purpose of attack and defense? In Go, the goal of the game is to make points. Why are you not making points? Why are you playing these Dame moves to surround your opponent if you're not making points? Why are you playing these moves instead of playing a big move that makes points? The reason is attack and defense is a very important exchange rate for winning the game. Whenever you make points, your opponent makes points. The exchange rate is neutral. Whoever makes it's not about whoever makes the most. It's not about how many points you make. It's whoever makes the most points. It is the difference in points that is the key factor on how you're winning and go and how you're doing and go. It is not about how many points you have. It's how many you have versus how many your opponent has. The difference. That is how you determine how you're doing. So why is attack and defense so good? Because the attack and defense exchange rate of points is very positive for the attacker. Because the defender is playing 0-point moves to defend, and the attacker is gaining 1 point or 2 points like every single move to attack. E5 ko, I wouldn't even worry about it. Because if white chooses to go here, black defends, all you really do is the corner's alive, weak group connects. Okay. Fine. Let's say that that's an argument. How does this move help the ko? How does... Well, if that was the case, you should have been worried about it like way back here. If you were worried about the ko, then why didn't you go like right here? Or right here? Or... Yeah, I think right here. Yeah. I mean, yeah, this is still a ko, but it's a lot easier to deal with. I feel like you should have not made this shape if you're going to be worried about it. You could also play like this if you're worried about the ko. I don't read very well. You have to read. You can't play go without reading. Yeah. So attack and defense. So when you are attacking, you really want to be sente. You want to force your opponent to play these dame moves while you are making profit. It doesn't matter how big the profit is, as long as you are making something. It could be 1 point. It's fine. As long as your opponent gets 0 points, you are making a positive exchange rate. That is why attacking is so powerful. That is why attacking is so good, is you are making a positive exchange rate. That is really what you want to focus on, is the profit. What are you getting compared to your opponent? The second thing you really want to do is not lose sente, because if you can make this profit and then still get to the next big move, then whatever you made in that attack and defense is going to be what you increased in the scale of points difference. But if you get gote, then your opponent can make a big move, which is going to be points. They might make up for that difference or the attack and defense profit that you just made. So you really want to keep sente when you attack. And then you can do that and then get to the next big move. So you'll get profit and then the next big move, and then you'll be winning by profit. Or you'll have affected the scale of points by profit. I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully it does. The idea of attacking, though, is to make positive exchange rates for free. That's what you're supposed to be doing. This is not the biggest move. The center is very large. You also want to defend that invasion. But since you don't have a moyo after this move, I would really get back to defending this. And then that way you can attack this invasion. Because you don't have a base, and you really need a base. I suppose I could have fought this ko, but I didn't really care about it. Here I attacked, because I was so focused on the fight, I wasn't worried about the ko. Here I attacked the whole group, because now the whole group is eyeless, and you saw that it ended up dying. That was all because you did not defend your base. This is not as important as this. This one has a box 6, so it at least has 1 eye. Your group has 0 eyes, so your group over here is weaker. Even if I play this way, you can still live. So the top right corner is not as weak as the big group. Ugh, excuse me. So really pay attention to the eyes and the base when you're determining if something's weaker than something else. This move is wrong. You shoulder hit. When you're doing these shoulder hits, you do the away one first and then jump back. So you do the far one and jump back. That is how you utilize that shoulder hit and jump. You do the far one and jump back. That is how you use it. because if I try to cut you, then I get a weak group. So I'm not going to do that. So you do the far one and jump back. This is the better shape. This one is not very good shape. All right. So you defend. You start defending. That's good. Then you start attacking from this side. I don't understand what you're doing here. Oh, I do. I think you think you're attacking. That is false. You are defending. There needs to be a very, very big distinction in your head when you are the attacker and when you are the defender. When you defend, it is okay to counterattack, but it still has to defend. A counterattack is a defensive move that also pressures your opponent. An attacking move is just a straight up maximum pressure on your opponent. This is an attacking move because it does not defend your weak group. You need either a defensive move or a counterattack. It is because you are the defender. It's very important to realize if you're the defender or you're the attacker, because it makes a very big difference in your moves. So you should be playing something like this and like this in order to counterattack this group and unsettle it while also getting some eye space for you. Because you're the defender right now. You're the one getting surrounded and you don't have eyes. And if there's ever a time when both sides are weak, you should be the defender in your mind. Because it's easier to defend, and you can defend while counterattacking, so it's very easy to play when you play that way. So whenever you have a weak group, be the defender. Because that will just make your life much easier. It'll make your game much easier. You'll have less problems, and you won't die. There are more efficient ways that you can learn to defend, like counterattacking, and learn how to counterattack more effectively. That's fine, and you can improve your game that way. But you should still be the defender in your head. Until you are alive or strong enough to Tanuki, you should be the defender. Once you are strong enough, then you can switch to attacker. But you need to defend your groups. And in this case, you can defend very effectively just by counterattacking. But this one was way too good for white, because white gets the Vita point of the Tiger's Mouth. Tiger's Mouth is a very common Vita point. I start surrounding your group even more, so this exchange was very good for white. It's very good advice. I'm not going to follow it. Peep. This one's okay. This Peep's okay because it makes me an empty triangle, but it still doesn't help your weak group. Okay, so now you start helping your weak group. That was good. I would really play this move because it's your base. Like, it's very, very good to get your base. And then you can do this and you're alive. Like, it's very easy to live if you do this. So get your eyes. Get your base. You are living. You should get some eyes. So that's why I played this move, because I thought this was the Vita point. This one, again, doesn't defend the weak group. Rather, it actually forces me to have a potential connection later. Right? So later, I actually have a monkey jump connection. So you actually gave me a connection to save my group, and you damaged your own base again on all your forcing moves over here. You damaged your own base again, so you played another move that attacked yourself. So black has actually attacked his own group twice in this game. And that's just here. So don't attack yourself. Don't help your opponent attack you. This move is a mistake for a different reason. When you defend, you really want to stay connected. When you defend, you really want to stay connected. Connecting and disconnecting is very, very important attack and defense basics. It's extremely important, and many players do not realize how important it is. When you are defending, you want to stay connected, unless you're playing Sabaki. When you're attacking, you want to surround, and if there's a disconnection, you want to check the disconnection. You want to think about disconnection. Because if you can disconnect it, then all of a sudden your opponent has two weak groups. So attacking is very powerful when you unsettle your opponent. And disconnecting is a great way to unsettle your opponent. Or in other words, cutting is a great way to unsettle your opponent. Which means if you're defending, you want to stay connected. So this move immediately screams, disconnect me. So I could very easily do something like this, this, and kill your whole group. Right? If you try to just connect your stone and keep that stone alive, the stone that you played, if you try to save it, I'm going to kill this whole group. What are you meowing about? So here, you are clearly not connected if you try to save this stone. For me, I was kind of talking and not reading. I was mostly just playing shapes. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. So that's a poor excuse on my part. I'm sorry. But here I do get back to the vital point of the tiger's mouth. And I cut you off. Because you did try to save the stone, and I cut it off. And that is actually how your group died. So the things you did was you forced me to get stronger against your group. Then you played a move that wasn't connected, or you played two moves that were not connected to your weak group, and that is how you got surrounded without a base. That is what happened. The third thing, you could argue that Black did not respond to losing his base. So there's three defensive concepts that you did not apply. You did not make your base, you did not stay connected, and you did not play on the weak group. You played an attack instead of a defense. So three things you did against your that did not help your group. So that is why your group became such a burden so fast. Was because of all these things that actually Euro moves did. All I did was respond to your moves this game mostly. Here I stay connected, yeah, but unfortunately your group's dead. So I think the biggest thing you want to learn from this game is the attack defense tactics that I talked about, and the Joseki tactics that I talked about. And hopefully that'll help your game. Thank you for the follow, Ravek419, and welcome to the insane world of Go. Alright, so I think this is a very good review. Hopefully you found it helpful, and hopefully that will help you improve your game, and hopefully others found it helpful. But now, next up is a rated game, and then after that will be another teaching game, and I think the next person in the queue will be Evergy if he sticks around after the rated game.